Welcome to Week 3 of Aycorp Sports Baseball Breakdown. Game 1, Bernie Mules versus the Dexter Bearcats. Starting off for Bernie, Taylor Stanfield doubles on a fly ball to center field Nolan Alford. Hicks scores on the play in the bottom of the first. Dexter's left fielder, Justice Lovelady, throws a bomb to home plate to tag out Bernie's Leighton Hicks in the bottom of the third to end the inning. Dexter's boat carrier picks off Bernie's Braden Vaughn at first base. Bernie's Cade Arnold strikes out swinging, but Braden Vaughn takes the risk and steals second after catching Dexter's catcher napping. Kane Hobgood doubles to right field to bring Braden Vaughn home. Bernie pitcher Leighton Hicks causes Dexter's Jackson Miller to get caught in a pickle to end the game 2-1 for the Mules. Final score, Bernie 2, Dexter 1.
Game 2, the Scott City Rams versus the East Prairie Eagles. Number 7, Noah Johnson gets the start for the Eagles, and he gets Panagos to go down swinging for out number 1. With 3 on and 2 outs, Eagles shortstop Rain Jernigan makes a nice snag at shortstop for the third out. Senior Hunter Graff on the mound for the Rams. Graff gets Johnson swinging for the first out. On to the top of the second, Miller singles on a line drive to center field. Next batter, Graff singles on a line drive to the center fielder. Miller advances to second base. Sin up to the plate, and he singles to the left fielder, and Scott City has 3 on and nobody out. Panagos up to the plate, and he hammers one through the hole to the center fielder Newton, who makes a great throw to home and almost gets his runner, but the ball comes loose, and Scott City takes a 2-0 lead in the top of the second. Next batter, Johnson strikes out Holder, looking for the first out. 2 on and 1 out with Kobe Watson up, and he singles on a hard ground ball to center field. 2 runners score, and it's 4-0 Scott City. Onto the bottom of the third, Graff strikes out Jernigan looking for the first out. Next batter, Johnson rips this ball to center field for a base hit. Graff, he gets Wallace to ground out to shortstop Watson for the final out of the third. Top of the fifth now, Parson in to pitch for the Eagles, and he gets Graff swinging. On to the sixth, with 2 on and nobody out, Watson grounds out to third base, and Panagos scores on the play to make it 5-0 Scott City. Bottom of the seventh, Knight singles for East Prairie on a fly ball to the right fielder, Lane Holder, who makes a great effort on the play. Graff, he gets Jernigan out on a foul tip for the final out of the game. Graff goes the distance for Scott City, 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, and 9 Ks with 3 walks.
Game 3, Bernie versus Advance. We're mixing it up a little bit with a little bit of softball. Addison Carlton doubles on a drop fly ball to center fielder Macy Bosch. Advance's Natalie Roper doubles on a ground ball, bringing in Addison Carlton for a 1-0 lead at the top of the first. Macy Bosch steals second base. Bosch steals third, and Abby Powell steals second. Keely Powell hits a fly ball to left fielder Maggie Stubenroll, bringing in Bosch to tie the game 1-1 in the bottom of the first. Kaylee Klein hits a triple to bring Addison Carleton home for a 2-1 lead. Natalie Roper grounds out to Bernie shortstop Riley Powell, but it's good enough to get an RBI for an advanced 3-1 lead in the top of the third. Bernie catches Kaylee Klein stealing. Advanced catcher Riley Roper catches Kaylee Mason trying to steal home, causing her to get caught in a pickle to end the fifth inning. Kaylin Kirkwood draws a walk. Bernie's Mackenzie Meese hits a blooper and reaches on an error from pitcher Addison Carleton. Kaylee Mason singles on a ground ball, and second baseman Mallory Mayberry fails to tag first base. Advances Addison Carleton storms back with back-to-back strikeouts. Lexi Dillinger hits a ground ball and reaches on an error by second baseman Mallory Mayberry. Carrie Bosch scores on the play. Kelsey Powell grounds into a fielder's choice to Addison Carleton, ending the game with a 3-2 victory for the Advance Hornets.
Game 4, the Twin Rivers Royals versus the Scott City Rams. Senior Blake Wilburn getting the start for the Rams. Wilburn has been dominant this early season. After a flyout and a groundout, Wilburn gets Jake Hester out swinging to end the bottom of the first. Junior Bryce Dollins on the bump for the Royals. Dollins would make things interesting in the bottom of the first, with the bases loaded. After a walk and back-to-back singles, Dollins gets Goff to strike out looking. And then gets Venable to end the inning on a groundout. On to the bottom of the second now. Miller grounds out to the shortstop Hester for the first out. Next batter, Sin singles on a hard ground ball to center field. Then Lowry connects for a base hit to left field. Penagos drives one over the third baseman's head into left. Sin scores and it's 1-0 Rams. Holder drives one up the middle. Lowry scores. It's now 2-0 Rams. Kobe Watson hits a line drive to center. 2 more runs score. The Rams would end up hitting 6 consecutive base hits in this inning and lead 4-0. On to the 7th now. The Rams would add another run in the bottom of the 6th. Wilburn gets Kendall Austin to pop out, and Blake Wilburn goes the distance, completing the no-hitter. 7 innings, 3 walks, and 4 Ks on the day. Your final from Scott City, the Scott City Rams 5, the Twin Rivers Royals 0.